year. On behalf of Electronics and Communication Engineering Department of Veltech Multitech, Dr. Rangarajan, Dr. Sakuntala Engineering College, it gives us immense pleasure to welcome the founder and chairman of Veltech RS Group, Colonel Professor Ved Shri Dr. R. Rangarajan, Vice Chairman Dr. Mrs. Sakuntala Rangarajan, Chairperson and Managing Trustee Dr. Mrs. Rangarajan Mahalakshmi, Vice President Mr. K.V.D. Kishore Kumar, Principal Dr. V. Rajamani, and the Dean of our institution Dr. V. Pathasarathi. Without the assistance and efforts of these eminent personalities, this day wouldn't have been possible.
We also extend our heartfelt gratitude towards our respected head of the department, faculty members and fellow students. It is our honor and privilege to invite the chief guest of this event, Mr. S. Ramaswamy, IPS retired, Chairman, IETE, Chennai Center. To begin with this occasion, may I request the gathering to stand for the invocation.
On stage to light the Kuthuvilaku.
Sir, one second. Sir, one second.
About the institution, Veltech Group of Educational Institutions was established in the year 1990 by a well-known industrialist couple dedicated to public service, Dr. R. Rangarajan and Dr. R. Sakuntala Rangarajan, who by then had 30 years of experience in developing industries and international trade. Dr. R. Rangarajan is currently the syndicate member of University of Madras and Anna University. Complete hard work and principled living are the vital key aspects of this couple in making these institutions tremendously successful.
Veltech Multitech, Dr. Rangarajan, Dr. Sakuntala Engineering College is one among the engineering colleges from Veltech Group commenced its educational services since 1999. Today, it stands as the multi-professional, research-oriented, reputed and nationally recognized premier institute for its career-oriented education. With an equal blend of theory, practice, motive and desire, it offers 14 courses in engineering and technology, including 7 PG courses leading to the award of BE, BTech, ME, MCA and MBA degrees of Anna University.
The high quality of technical education at our college earned National Board of Accreditation, New Delhi, for all the eligible degree programs. Our institute excels as one of the top premier institutes in India due to state-of-the-art infrastructure, well-equipped laboratories, highly qualified and experienced faculty members.
About our department, the Department of Electronics and Communication was established in 2000 with an initial sanction strength of 60 and then increased to 120 by the year 2002. A PG program, ME degree in VLSI design was introduced in the year 2010. Our department also provides value-added courses in various fields of communication. We have also got an AICTE sponsored lab named Advanced VLSI Design Lab under Modrox and various research projects are being carried out.
Our department's mission is to provide quality education to the students and impart communication excellence in them. In our department, about 382 students and faculty members have registered in IETE. Moreover, in the year 2014, our department was awarded with the prestigious IETE Active ISF Award, and in the same year, our students participated in the blood donation camp held at Pratyusha Engineering College.
The Institution of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineers, abbreviated as IETE, is India's leading recognized professional society devoted to the advancement of science, technology, electronics, telecommunication and information technology. Founded in 1953, it serves more than 69,000 members through 59 centers primarily located in India. The institution provides leadership in scientific and technical areas of direct importance to the national development and economy. IETE today is one of the prominent technical educational providers in India and is fast expanding its wings across the country through its 61 centers.
Our chief guest for today, Mr. S. Ramaswamy, IBS retired, Chairman of Chennai Center, IETE, is an electronics and telecommunication engineer who joined Indian Broadcasting Service in 1971. He has served in various capacities in All India Radio and Doordarshan at different stations all over the country. He served as engineering head in major Doordarshan Kendras. He is instrumental in establishing about 100 television relay stations in 4 southern states and also a large number of TV stations in eastern and northeastern states. He was also project officer for establishing large number of high-power radio stations in All India Radio Network.
After retirement as chief engineer, he served as project consultant to Tamil Nadu government for about 2 years, where he conceived, designed and established digital cable TV network for the state.
Presently, he is elected as the chairman of IETE Chennai Center for the term 2014 to 2016. Once again, we take this golden opportunity in welcoming you, sir, to our department's IETE inaugural function. Now, we request our honorable chief guest to certify our institution for establishing IETE Students Forum. Please, sir.
May we now have
I'm really very glad to be with you all this morning in a very nice campus of highly illuminating educational institution. You should all feel proud to be associated in this prestigious institution. I have seen just now a slide which shows your university director was receiving an award from the Central Minister for HR, Human Resource Development, Ece Iete, for some coveted award for some prestigious work. I am really very happy to get associated with your institution, and I feel proud to inaugurate this forum, ISF forum, that is IET Student Forum. I was told that the forum was started a couple of years back, but due to some reason or other, it was not solemnized or not made in a sort of official thing. But I found from the records that your forum, your ISF forum, has been doing an excellent service, excellent activities. In the last news, IET News Journal also, one video clip was there. I don't know, some of you have seen, depicting some activity, maybe some guest lecture. It was there on communication topic. It's always good to get associated with a professional institution. Apart from what you are getting educated, theoretical input you get from your professors in the campus. But by getting associated with this type of professional institution, you get across the industry experience delivered to you from different walks of life, different sectors of the electronics telecommunication arena. Regarding IETE, of course, in the briefing, in the campus announcement, she has told there are 65 branches all over India. More than 1.2 lakh members are being served by this institution. It was started in 1953. And you must be knowing there is another institution premier to this institution of engineers that was started much earlier. You know, just after independence, at that time, the then Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, he told our pioneer engineers that you start the professional institution like this. Don't be just an engineer only, become an engineering administrator. Develop the personality development and leadership quality. So this was the spark given by the then Prime Minister, first Prime Minister of India, and that culminated to starting this Institution of Engineers and then this Institution of Electronics and Telecom Engineers. And for your information, though it was started in 53, 60 years back, in 59 or 60 onwards, they started awarding degrees and diplomas, calling AMIET, Diploma ET and all, only to cater to the people who cannot afford to go to regular engineering colleges. And also, those times, all over India, not more than 100 colleges were imparting education, engineering education in the electronics and telecom field. Because at that time, electronics telecom was in a very primitive stage. In fact, electronics came later. First it was telecommunication only. The institution itself, if you look back the history of the institution, it was called Institution of Telecom Engineers. Subsequently, electronics was added. Then it became IET. So this is how the history goes. And now, all over India, among these centers, Chennai is one of the major centers. And these centers conduct mainly seminars, lectures, and conventions to impart the latest developments in the electronics, telecom, and IT fields. Mostly these seminars and all are done by taking the resource people from the experts from the industries, from types like telecommunications, BSNL, then manufacturers of telecom equipment, electronic manufacturers, so like that. And in Delhi, two major events are being conducted. One is annual technical convention, it's a very major event, and midterm symposium. These two events are being done every year, regularly. And nowadays, this seminar, these events are even distributed to other cities also. Last year, one symposium was done in Chennai, in SRM University. They hosted the event. It was done in a very grand manner. One of the main purpose, see, as far as Chennai Center is concerned, we have got about 15,000 corporate members. That is the corporate member means those who qualify engineering degree or postgraduate, who go for job, practicing engineers, and the senior level officers from various government departments and industry. So they are all called corporate members, and about 15,000 members are there. And more than 50 colleges, engineering colleges, have started the similar type of forum, student forum, attached to the Chennai Center. And Chennai is the largest number of the student forum center, which is having about 9,500 students are there attached to Chennai Center of IET. And now, recently, the government of India has started focusing on the skill development of the students. See, what you are getting from the college, mostly on theoretical input associated with the lab, practical and all. Apart from that, you have to develop your skill development. That is, there is a gap between the industry and the people who qualify and go out from the colleges. So the IETE is also trying to do the job of bridging the gap between the student and the industry. And so in that direction, Government of India has started 3-4 skill councils. You know, recently there is a separate ministry also in the central government, a skill development ministry. Under that there is a telecom sector skill council, electronic sector skill council, and like that many other centers are there, but we will restrict to our own thing. And recently, 5 months back, Veltech University has entered with the MOU with the Telecom Sector Skill Development Council, and most likely they will be coming, their associates will be coming and giving some training workshops they will conduct on this skill development on the telecom sector. Similarly, there is electronic sector skill development also. So from there also, the experts will come and they will tell what are all the methods of upgrading the skill of you, so that when you go out from your college, you become ready for a job, you become marketable, and when the companies or industries, when they come to select the campus selection or even outside, you will be able to face the interview and be successful. So there is a purpose. So the institution provides you the basic education in engineering, makes you an engineer, but then you have to be prepared much more beyond that. That's why when I used to study, my professors that time used to tell what you get a degree is only a platform ticket to enter into your railway station. But you have to pay a journey ticket to go for a long journey if you want to perform. For that, you have to develop, mold yourself, develop, improve your skill, all-round personality, communication skill, your body language, overall personality development. When you see, nobody would like a person who is feeling shy, who cannot talk and all. See, you should be able to communicate well. Whatever you know, try to explain in a very simple way. Don't add, very high-style vocabularies and all, which you yourself may not know what it is. Suppose the board person asks what is that and all, you may not be able to explain. So, these are some skill methods which the skill councils representatives will be coming. And in Chennai IET, we are trying to conduct different courses at different levels. Engineering degree, different first year and then final year students, and also the junior diploma students and all. So we are trying to conduct courses and we will be informing all the colleges. And currently we are planning to, already it has been published, there is one technical paper contest. It is an all India level called the National Technical Paper Contest. You must have seen in your website or notice board. IET Chennai is organizing that on behalf of our headquarters. And papers are invited from students like you, undergraduates, and both ISF member as well as non-ISF member, not for postgraduate, but only undergraduate students. And we will be getting the papers and we will be conducting among the best papers. We will select some 6 papers and they will be called for oral presentation. One of the colleges in Chennai has joined with us to host this event, and we will be calling for oral presentation, and then 3 papers will be selected and they will be awarded, cash prize will be given in Delhi, and the function to be held in September. So the last date for submission of paper is the first week of March. You will be finding the website. And regarding your another one aspect which I want to mention is the placements, job opportunities. Don't think that whatever placements you are being provided in the college by the software industry or any industry who come to select you, that is the only source of placement. There are umpteen avenues available in India. See, when we studied, when we came out from the college, there were no industry, there were no job opportunity, but then purely on merit, and the number of candidates coming out also were much less. That time there was not much problem. But now you have to compete. You have to compete. Severe competition is there. So, what I would like to mention at this point of time is, as an engineer, you are an expert. You have a very good base of science and mathematics. And if you see the list of IAS result, the people who pass IAS, IPS, that's called civil service, Indian administrative service. If you see the result, majority of the successful candidates' background, they are engineers. If you see, and of course, leave alone from states and all from where they are coming. But then, the background, why I am telling this is, with your background of engineering background, your science background, you will be able to, attack or tackle the both written exam, and now there are 2 levels of exam, preliminary and main, and then interview is there. You will be able to do much better compared to your counterparts from other states. So, that is one great opportunity. For that, you should develop your information into, that is, you should subject yourself to current affairs, general knowledge. Whatever you are studying, technical things, whatever being important, that is for your degree. But then you should side by side study, read. There are a lot of magazines, books are available, even daily newspaper if you read. Listen to your news channels, listen to your informative channels, TV. You get lot of input. You can develop your knowledge, wisdom, worldly wisdom that is called. That will be automatically you will be knowing. So that is one area. Another area is lot of departments, government departments are there, and they conduct written exam and different types of mode of interview, mode of selection is there, and that is another one avenue like railways. Particularly, I am restricted to electronics and telecom sector. Railways is a very big employer, the biggest employer in India. So signals and telecommunications is a big way. There are a lot of opportunity for that. For that, you have to go through Indian Engineering Service. This is like IAS only. It is an engineering service. I joined in 1971. That time nobody told me. Just I saw. That time, information was not there. No internet, nothing. Even TV was not there. It's a very primitive stage. It was there, but then. This is one opportunity. It's a central government job you get. You get a class 1 posting, class 2 posting directly, but you have to write a competitive exam called engineering service. Different departments combined together, they give their vacancies to the UPS, Union Public Service Commission. So that is one very good opportunity. Another one is Defense Research and Development Organization. So there it's a very big, there are 50 units. Nowadays there is a CVRD and all. So like that, a number of institutions are there. ISRO, for example, Space Research Organization. And like that, a number of central government departments apart from the private industry. Private industry, of course, many are there, but their intake will be very few in number. So then government departments, large number of requirements will be there. Another one information, what I found recently, there are a lot of vacancies in banking sector. Don't think after becoming engineer, why you should become a clerk. Nothing like that. Particularly, I am not restricting to women candidates. If you want a tension-free job, banking is a very good area of working. Even in software side, you are put under a lot of pressure and all. Once you go to, you would interact when you interact with the people who are working there. You have to deliver the goods, a lot of compulsions are there, target is kept, and then you have to struggle. Banking, what I came to know recently, public sector banks like State Bank of India, that kind of bank, government banks, lot of vacancies are there because people who have joined as probationary officers or lower level people who became officers, lot of retirements are taking place in the last year onwards and next couple of years. Lot of vacancies are there, and a lot of engineering students after engineering, they write that they undergo a small training course. Again, you become easy for you to pick up. No need to be a commerce background only. You can pick up and you can write the exam and then you can get through. You get a very good salary in banking also, or for the software. So these are all certain things, job-oriented things which I thought I should tell you at this point of time, which will be useful instead of telling about Ece Iete only, which everybody will be knowing. And you do, as far as IS of your technical activities are concerned, keep some target, at least once in 2 months, you keep some workshop or some activity should be done like that. Since you are themselves are office bearers, which was coordinated from property side, you plan some activities and then you contact our office for any help, resource people from industry, from any sort of help. Definitely we are there to help. And I think this is enough, and with this I wish you all the best. Keep it up. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Our beloved principal, our head of the department, talented professors and fellow students, we take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for attending this remarkable event of our college by adding yet another another milestone to our college's achievements. Thank you once again.
Come to the what I can say, it's a sharing of experience, my experience. I call it as application of wireless communication, or you can call anything. Some people call wonders of wireless. See, wireless plays a very vital and very major role in everybody's walks of life, in different form or other. Now, whatever you use a mobile phone, that is one of the magic of wireless. So that's why we call wonders of wireless. So I would like to focus of this wonderful technology, wireless communication technology, to the area of broadcasting, all in the radio and television, from where I come from. So I will be in a better position to give you some input on this area. Now it is 10:10. I think about 30 to 40 minutes I will finish it, because without any visual PowerPoint input and all, you may get fed up. But then I will try to make it as simple as possible, and my idea is you should carry something in your mind when you go out from this hall. You see, radio, I will take first of all radio. You all know, I will not go into the fundamentals of theory and all, the electromagnetic waves or antenna wave propagation and all, which you will be studying in your maybe third year or fourth year. But then I will tell about the application of this technology. Radio was started, I will just give a little historical background. As far as India is concerned, radio was started in 1924. So you can imagine how many years back, just much before the independence. 1924, some interested people started, that too, it was started in Madras. That time it was called Madras. In all over India, the radio was started in Madras, which you should feel proud of. And that was called a Madras Presidency Club. Some people, moneyed people, started in 1924. And they could not sustain beyond 3 years. 27 they closed, because that time no commercial, nothing, only for hobby purpose they started, surrounding a small area of radiation. It started. Then 27 it was closed. Then some business people from Bombay, they started in the same year, 27. And that also could not sustain. They started in Bombay and Calcutta, and that also failed after 3 years, in 1930 also. Then in 1932, the government, central government of India, they officially started the business of radio. That is, they established a radio station, and then things started going on. At this point of time, I will tell you how a radio system works. I'll just, you can say. See now, for example, I am speaking from this mic. From here, this thing starts. Radio is only an audio medium, you know that. So, and before I start this, I would also like to mention one more thing. What is meant by broadcasting? Broadcasting means communication from one point to the multiple points simultaneously. Telecommunication means it's a point-to-point communication. Now, phone when you talk to somebody, you can talk only to one person. Whereas broadcasting, you start, you speak, multiple people will listen, multiple people can get at the same time. So that is called broadcasting. Now, this microphone is a transducer. It converts the audio signal. Whatever I speak, it's an audible sound wave. It has got limitation to travel. It cannot travel for long distance. So it has to be converted into electrical signal. That is done by the microphone. This is called transducer, microphone. Now, this electrical signal goes and gets amplified, and then it cannot travel for long distance. Now, for that, we use a transmitter. It is called transmitter. So this production of conversion of audio signal to electrical signal, amplification, this much part is all done in a place called the studio. Now if you see in All India Radio Chennai, opposite to Lighthouse, it's a big building is there, it is only a studio center. Number of studios are there because at the same time you have to record number of programs. So somebody will be talking, talk show, somebody will be doing performing music, that kind of thing. So number of studios are there. So in that center, all the programs are produced, amplified, and then they are fed to a transmitter. Now transmitter is a complex setup. It depends on the type of power, and then it has to radiate. It has to get converted into electromagnetic waves. So that has to go in the antenna. Now transmitter, what it does, the electrical signal which comes from the studio, that will be amplified and then that has to be modulated. What is modulation? See, this whatever electrical signal converted by this audio, from the audio, that frequency is only up to 15 to 20 kilohertz. That audio signal, electrical signal, that is only a low frequency, up to 20 kilohertz. It cannot travel for a long distance. So, if we want to make it to travel long distance, we want to reach a longer area, a larger area, then you have to modulate it. So, for modulation, we were told when we studied a very simple example, that a boy cannot walk for long distance, a small boy. So, what he used to be done, the horse will be used, he will be put on the horse, it will run for long distance, and then at the end he will be dropped. So like that, this modulation, that is one called carrier wave, it's high frequency signal, it's also electrical signal, is higher frequency. So this lower frequency audio current is superimposed on the carrier, and that is called the modulated carrier. That is called radio frequency, RF carrier, RF we call radio frequency. So the transmitter is doing this purpose, from converting this electrical low frequency into radio frequency. And that radio frequency signal is amplified way that is fed into an antenna called transmitting antenna. And the transmitting antenna has to be kept at a higher level. So there will be a tower, radiating tower, maybe some 100 meter, 50 meter and all. Now you will find in Avadi, for example in Avadi, this is a transmitting center. Now from Mylapore, from that studio, signal is brought through a cable or whatever medium. Then transmitter is there in Avadi, and then you will see the tall towers. They are all radiating towers. So they are converted into electromagnetic waves, and they go in the air. And anybody can receive. And as the distance goes, that signal intensity will fall. So there is some limitation. It will go depending upon the power of the transmitter and the type of modulation and many other factors are there. It depends on the frequency also. So now, in this, there are two types of modulation. One is amplitude modulation and another is frequency modulation. So in the amplitude modulation, there is, depending upon the frequency band, there is called, in the AM, there is a medium wave, short wave. Now if you see in your radio set, in your radio receiver, you will find MW, SW, FM. Now FM is frequency modulated signal. That is another method of modulation. Now this MW and SW, that is medium wave and short wave, they are working on some frequency band. Now the medium wave, you see, because whatever you have been listening the radio, so how you are getting, I am only telling the methodology of how they are being produced and sent. Now this medium wave, they are working up to certain frequency band, say 500 kilohertz to 1600 kilohertz. During this band, number of stations will come. Each radio station, each program will have a bandwidth of some 10 kilohertz like that. So there will be number of programs coming at a interval of 10 kilohertz. That's how you are getting the medium wave. Now, in this medium wave, actually it's a conventional transmission of radio, and it has got some limitations. Because, see, before this FM stations came, this medium wave, short wave, there were only stations operating. At that time, you will find whenever there is a mixie or some scooter starting or any spark developed by the human being, they will be interfering with the radio. With radio, you will not get the program. You will get only that sound only. That is because they are called man-made noise. This electrical noise created by our own domestic appliances, they are called man-made noise, and they are also amplitude modulated signals in a lower level. So they interfere in the amplitude modulated main electrical signal. So they get interfered. Now, because of this, the new development came, then we call frequency modulated stations, FM stations. Now what you will be getting nowadays will be that FM frequency modulated signal. In the frequency modulated signal, the noise will not come because they are amplitude modulated type, so they cannot interfere with the FM station. That's why the frequency, this frequency is higher band, say 80 megahertz to 100 megahertz range. So during this range, the man-made noise cannot interfere. And second thing is the quality will be almost like original production quality will be there. And there are a lot of limitations in the medium wave and short wave band, the amplitude signal, because they travel longer distances. But then the frequency modulated signal FM station can travel only certain limited distance. Line of sight principle. They work on the line of sight. Line of sight means the transmitting antenna and the receiving antenna should be able to see each other. Say for example, an FM station, here also already also FM station is there. The tower is some 100-meter tower will be there. Now, any receiver who can be able to view that up to certain distance, only up to that distance the signal will come. After that, signal level will be diminishing. So, the quality of reception will not be good. So, this is the limitation. But then, the reception quality will be very excellent compared to the amplitude modulated signal. There are number of, this is the present scenario of the radio as far as our India is concerned. Now, we will go to the television side. Now, in TV side, there are two components. Same like audio, whatever I told you. Along with that, there is a video component also. Now, if you go to a television studio, there will be a camera instead of microphone. So, the picture is taken and that is also converted. And then audio and video both will be combined in a studio. And then there will be same type of modulation is there. Nowadays, different types of modulations are not going to those details. And in fact, the sound will be going through the frequency modulation technique, and picture will be going through the amplitude modulation technique, and they will be transmitted through a transmitting antenna, and that is there in Marina Beach opposite. You will see a tower is there. Now in the TV signal, one limitation is that line of sight limitation is there. That is, the receiving antenna should be able to see the transmitting antenna. So, but suppose we increase the power of the transmitter, then the distance of reach can be increased. But then there is limitation, cannot be going on missing the power, because power consumption will be more and cost and all will be there. So, 70 to 80 kilometer distance will be covered. So this type of transmission is called a terrestrial transmission, ground transmission. You need a antenna, a receiving antenna. You all may not be knowing. See, earlier days when the television started, that is the only mode of transmission available. And only one program you can see at a time with the one antenna. So it will be produced from the local center. So you don't have the opportunity or option to get multiple channels. But so subsequently, the satellite communication. See, we have to thank the invention of the satellite communication. Now, from the terrestrial conventional transmission, we get the satellite communication. That is, in that regard, I want to tell you one thing. In 1975, till that time, this satellite launching and all was in a very primitive state. See, in 1975, this ISRO, present, that the Indian Space Research Organization and NASA from USA, they made a joint venture along with the Government of India, Doordarshan. Doordarshan gave the fund in a limited scale, and we utilized one foreign satellite. Only that time, satellites were very few in number, and foreign satellite was used, and the program was uplinked from some of the production center in India, and it was received in few states by using a very big dish, because the frequency of operation was lower frequency. So that's called S-band and all, So this reception was done by using a dish and then a TV set and all. That time black and white only, no color TV. And that gave the very big strength. It was a very successful experiment. That is called a SITE experiment, Satellite Instructional Television Experiment. So it's a very landmark thing. You may be getting in your general knowledge quiz sometimes what is SITE. You may not be knowing if you go through the technical dictionary or general knowledge. This is the one SITE experiment. This is the gate opening, I can say, which paved the way for the satellite communication boost. Now, with this successful experiment, then the Government of India started offering huge fund to ISRO. Then ISRO started working on the launching of satellites. That's called INSAT series, Indian Satellite Series. Till that time, we were using foreign satellites like Intelsat, like that. There are a number of satellites which are launched by the foreign countries. But then the Indian scientists started working on it, and they developed. Of course, initially it was done in collaboration with the foreign countries. But then slowly, the Indian space scientists started working on development of the local satellite launching vehicle, and then assembly of satellite, and then the satellite were launched, and from that time onwards, we were able to send the signal on a higher frequency. Whatever I told you know that ground transmission, these are the lower frequency. But at a higher frequency, the signal will go to the sky. You know, in the satellites are parked, at 30,000 kilometers or so height. They are called geostationary satellites. You may be knowing what is geostationary and all. Geostationary means satellite will remain to be in the same location in the orbit, because Earth is moving in one direction, though it has slow speed. But then satellite, if it is kept into one place, then when you send signal, all the time it cannot receive at the same place. So satellite has to move in the reverse direction. So that is called it. So that from ground at particular point, the satellite, when you look, it will be at the same place. So that is called geostationary orbit. So the satellites are parked in that orbit, and when you send a signal from here, they receive and then they even amplify and then push down back to the ground. What is the advantage? Now from that height, when you see, it will cover a very large area. 1/3 of the globe you can cover, because it's a curvature of the earth. Now from the height, if you see like a torchlight, when you saw it will cover some area like that. So it will cover large area, and when you send a program satellite, it can cover very wide area. So this is the satellite broadcasting. And now what you get on the cable TV or even a small dish you are getting through a small dish, you call Tata Sky and all. See, these are the technology. What I am telling you, this is the basic of the culmination of this technology, which has further taken up through the cable TV and all. Now, I will come to that also. I will just touch upon and tell you how they are working. See, why I am telling you, I am making it in a very simple form. There are complex technologies involved, but you should know the background or the overview of how the broadcasting takes place, the television broadcast or radio broadcast. Now, with this satellite transmission, satellite communication, the program, instead of making only one channel, one program, you can combine large number of channels. Now here, another invention which came, the digital technology. See, the digital technology and digital compression, you will be getting the image compression and processing and all. Now, see, earlier what I was telling, the analog transmission. Now this digital compression, they are converted into binary codes, bits and all. Now they occupy lesser space in the frequency spectrum. So you are able to, and with the digital compression, what is the thing? So what is the principle of digital video compression? You are eliminating unnecessary and redundant bits. So with this, you are able to reduce the bandwidth required for a particular TV program. So you are able to send more number of channels within the frequency band what we have got. So that is the advantage of digital technology and digital video compression. Now with this digital video compression and the satellite technology, you are able to get multiple channels from one broadcasting center to throughout the country or even the number of countries wherever the satellite can reach. So this is the principle of this television transmission. And when you get, now we will come to the cable TV, how a cable TV system works. Now your cable optics coming to your house and giving 40-50 channels and all. So what I told you, multiple channels being broadcast by a broadcaster. Now I will tell you here, in the cable TV, I will tell the block schematic type of thing. A broadcaster is a source of information, is a source of generating the program. He broadcasts it to the satellite. Then receiving is done by a person called MSO, multiple system operator. What he does, he puts a number of dishes, and this means dish antenna, a big dish antenna. He receives from each satellite number of TV channels, mixes them, modulation, mixing, all these things are done, and then he combines those things, and that is given through cable to the houses. So you get through the cable operator. Cable operator is only a link person between that MSO and your house. So this distribution of the TV signal, what is being, it can be uploaded from Delhi, it can be from Chennai, it can be from UK or from anywhere in the world. Because of the satellite parking position, the signals are received. Now the dish antenna which you are receiving, you have to tune, you have to keep it such a way that it faces the satellite. So that is the type of thing. So this is the cable TV system. So now the next advanced technology is, without using the cable, the broadcaster will uplink the number of TV programs to the satellite, and you can receive directly with a small dish. That is possible because the frequency of operation of this DTH means direct to home. When you get the program directly to your house without a cable, no need for a cable or cable operator. So the broadcaster from Delhi or anywhere, even say some TV and all you are getting, all these TV programs are sent to the satellite and at a much higher frequency. Now the frequency bands, they are called C band, C plus band, then KU band they are called. They are all working on gigahertz frequency range. So when you come with your communication subject, when you read, you will be getting all these things. So as the frequency increases, the wavelength reduces. So it is inversely proportional. It's a basic concept. So at the higher frequency means the components of receiving or even in the transmitting side, it will be reduced the size. That is the advantage. So the small dish of 2 meter, 1.5 meter, that is 2 3 feet dish diameter, that kind of size of dish is sufficient to receive that high frequency TV signal from the broadcaster, and it is brought down through a small cable in the house. You have to keep that dish to look at the satellite, and then you will receive, and they are giving a small box called set-top box. STB it is called. Set-top box means that Tata Sky and all, no, they will be providing a box. The purpose of this box is to disassemble, because number of channels are multiplexed by the broadcaster. So they are all demultiplexed. And then that signal nowadays they are all sending through the digital mode. But all your TV sets what we are getting, they are all analog TV. You are not having digital TV. So you cannot receive directly the digital TV signal. So you have to convert the digital TV signal to analog signal. That job is done by the small box, that set-top box. So that digital to analog conversion, then multiplexing, all these things are done. Then it is given to the TV set, number of channels you are getting. So this is the direct to home DTH, which is the latest technology. Not very latest, it has been going on for the last couple of years. But then what you are getting, see earlier the cable operator will be coming and taking 300, 400 rupees. If the cable will not be good, cable will be cut, signal will go away. But with this, there will be no interruption, there will be no problem. But here, there are, as the frequency goes up, when you send to the satellite and the receiving, there is a small drawback. Whenever there is a rain, this signal gets attenuated. When the signal gets eaten away by the moisture, by the raindrops. So you will find when there is a rain, your TV signal, your TV, there will be only grains, there will be no program. Because the rain will eat away that higher frequency TV signal. So that's a small drawback, but there are some techniques which are adopted to increase the power of the transmission and also make a bigger dish so that you get over this problem. Different types of remedies are there. So these are all the methodologies or modes of delivery of the content in the program, of a TV program. And so I just wanted to touch upon and just tell you the only overview, the outline of these procedures being adopted for the broadcasting. And okay, I think I touched upon, but anything more, if I go on, then you may be getting bored. I find already you are becoming restless because I am going away from your topics. But then, see what I thought, I have touched upon only the outline, overview of the broadcasting technology, which you should know. At least you will remember certain points in this. Say for example, why we are doing modulation. This is a very important, it's a basic concept. Without modulation, nothing works. Now without digital, without compression, it's a very big, it's a very inventive asset to the technology of electronics and telecommunication. So many, we are doing communication and all. It's all because of the compression techniques. Different methodology are there, compression codes, different codes are being adopted and all. So that all you will be studying in your college, in your theoretical input. Okay, I think I have touched upon the general aspects of the broadcasting, and if you have got any doubt, you can ask. I will be very glad to reply. Thank you.
Once again, thank you, sir, for imparting us with the knowledge and information on wireless technology and telecommunication. Thank you, everyone.
சரிங்க. எண்ணெய் ஊற்றி தரேன். ஊற்றி ஆறு